Welcome, wisdom seekers. Today, we will delve into the profound philosophical meanings of a quote that deeply resonates with the soul. A bird born in a cage thinks flying is an illness. This expression flows from the thoughts of a renowned contemporary philosopher, Alejandro Jodorowsky. Jodorowsky, a multi-talented artist who transcends conventional boundaries, has led us towards a profound understanding of life, freedom, and the true meaning of our existence. Let us contemplate what meaning lies within this expression. How can we unearth the hidden wisdom within it to empower ourselves and change the way we perceive the world? Let us embark on an adventure together and explore the deep meanings of Jodorowsky's philosophy. First and foremost, let us contemplate this beautiful metaphor, the cage, a cage. A physical symbol that creates boundaries, restricts movement, and confines freedom. However, what happens when we associate this cage with truth? The cage of truth is a mental construct that limits our thoughts, entraps our souls in narrow perceptions of what is possible. We are often born and raised within this cage of truth. We are handed beliefs, values, and norms that we accept as truth without ever questioning why or attempting to challenge them. Like a bird that only knows the cage is reality, we may never realize that flying is a real possibility beyond those confines. When Jodorowsky states that a bird born in a cage thinks flying is an illness, he depicts the irony of a situation where freedom, something natural and fundamental to many living beings, is considered an illness by those confined within narrow paradigms. Indeed, for those trapped in the cage of truth, the idea of freedom can be a threat. It can be something frightening. They may feel comfortable in their limitations, afraid to try or even dream of something greater. For them, flying a metaphor for exploration, growth, and true freedom is a sickness that must be cured or rejected. However, we must ask ourselves, is flying truly a sickness? Or is the need for flight a sickness for those who have never experienced it? Perhaps the true sickness is the inability to see beyond the boundaries we have built for ourselves, the fear of the unknown, and the lack of courage to free ourselves from the cage of truth that binds us. So, how can we free ourselves from the cage of truth that confines us? How can we understand that flying is not a sickness, but a natural right possessed by every soul brave enough to take the first step out of the comfort provided by the paradigms handed to us? The first step is to realize that the cage of truth exists. We must be willing to question everything we believe to be absolute truth. We must be prepared to face the discomfort that rises when we challenge our own beliefs. Next, we need to train ourselves to develop a broader perspective. We must learn to see beyond the boundaries imposed by our environment, culture, and our own experiences. This may involve reading, learning from people different from us, or exploring the world with an open mind. And most importantly, We must have the courage to fly. We must bravely free ourselves from the limitations we have imposed on ourselves. We must be ready to confront the fears, uncertainties, and discomfort that may rise when we decide to step out of our comfort zone. But where will we ultimately land when we free ourselves? From the cage of truth here, we return to a deeper concept of what might happen when the bird truly flies free. Flying is not just about breaking free from physical or mental constraints, but also about discovering the true truth about who we really are and what we want in life. True truth is not bound by the limitations we impose on ourselves, or those enforced by society. It is a profound understanding of our most fundamental essence, our true life's purpose, and our relationship with the world around us. And sometimes, true truth itself is an ongoing process of evolution. We may find that what we believed to be true at one time in our lives can change with growth and experience. But what is important is that we continue to courageously fly, continue to search, and continue to expand our boundaries of what is possible. Now, as we conclude our philosophical journey and return to everyday reality, let us remind ourselves of the power of Jodorowsky's words, "A bird born in a cage thinks flying is an illness." Let us make this quote a reminder that freedom, growth, and exploration are natural rights possessed by every individual. Let this expression be a catalyst for us to free ourselves from the cages of truth that limit us. Let it be a driving force for us to fly higher, explore the world with open eyes, and seek true truth within ourselves. And most importantly, let it be a source of inspiration for us to help others free themselves from their own cages of truth. We all have a role to play in bringing positive change to this world, and it starts with expanding our understanding of what is possible and empowering others to move in the same direction. So, wisdom seekers, let us together courageously fly from the cage of truth towards true freedom, towards a deep understanding of ourselves and the world around us. And together, we will create a world that is braver, wiser, and more beautiful for all living beings who share this planet with us. Thank you for joining in this journey. See you in the next adventure.